seen some that are old enough, even with ABS, where we pulled them out, and it's worn out pretty good.
Oh, Jesus. Oh,
yeah.
man, and I almost put my hand on them fucking
nails, no tetanus today.
No. I just got a tetanus shot recently.
Then you're good. You can go ahead and put your hand on that.
I'm doing something else somewhere.
All right, what's up? So today we are going to start into the underground plumbing section of how to finish a basement in the How to Build series. And actually we're going to kind of walk through a simple process, talk to my plumber Michael Stevens of Sweet Loo Plumbing and Heating, and discuss kind of the format that we go through as far as getting the underground plumbing ready to go, and then go ahead and finish that up with all the rough plumbing that we need to do to get that bathroom ready for this basement. We've actually already cut the concrete and dug our trenches for all our underground, so it's ready for Michael when we get over there. So we'll kind of discuss his process, what he goes through as far as layout, and then let him kind of talk about, you know, do's and don'ts of getting that underground plumbing ready to go. And again, all the concrete has already been cut and trenches have been dug. Everything I got prepped for him, so he's over there right now. We're gonna walk over, talk about layout, and run through that process. There's basically two ways to do underground plumbing when you're finishing a basement. First way is to go ahead and mark everything for the underground plumbing and cut it and trench it ahead of framing all the walls in the basement. Or you can go ahead and frame all your walls, everything's as is going to be where it's going to be, and then you go ahead and cut all of your concrete and dig your trenches from there. The pros and cons, we do it both ways. Yeah, the pros you'll see are, you know, everything's tight to layout, so you can pull all your rough numbers off of the framed walls once that framing's in place. The cons of that are, as you're going to see when we get over there, we got to actually cut concrete and dig up underneath some of those framed walls, which means some of that plate is actually going to be floating in space. And when we do our pour back, we actually have to come back and reattach those treated plates to the concrete once it's cured. So it can be kind of tricky, but as far as, you know, pulling your numbers and everything, you can either chalk everything out ahead of time and go ahead and cut the concrete first, or go ahead and frame all your walls and come back. I've even done a modified version of both, where some of the exterior demising walls, you know, the furred out walls are done. And then we come back later and do our interior walls. So it kind of depends on a lot of things. In this case, it was based on just scheduling for me, myself, my guys, and then all the trades as far as getting everyone in to get started on this basement to meet a deadline. So without getting in any details, that's kind of how we decided to go about. Just go ahead and frame everything up first, and then have Michael come in after we cut concrete and get this underground. So we're gonna head on over there now and take a look at it, and I'll let Michael kind of explain our process and how he go ahead and gets it done on the underground side. All right, we're down here in the basement project. Like I said, we're working on some underground plumbing, getting everything tied together for our new bathroom. And I got Michael Stevens here with Sweet Loo Plumbing and Heating.
Hi.
What's up, Mike? So Mike,
okay,
what's your, basically, once we get layout, like we walk through our layout and get ready to cut, what's your kind of process to get started on working through all the underground plumbing, as far as getting your fall correctly and so forth?
if I give away all my secrets, it's an extra charge. So we have a test cap here, continues on, catches the toilet here. This goes to the shower. This will be a legal dry vent for the shower, which will turn into a wet vent for the toilet. So it's a dry vent to here, wet vent to here. Pressure test is going to go on one of these. We have a fall level that tells us exactly how much fall we have. Now in this case we ran it a little steep because we had plenty of room. There is a minimal fall, but there is not a maximal fall. So I like to run them steep when I'm able. On this one, are we over 1/4 inch per foot? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We're at 3/8 per foot.
Okay.
On this one, according to my fall level, and we probably got a little steeper than 3/8 per foot on that. I mean, we can put a fall level on it if you want to see for sure, but it's hard for me to. That's in a shadow, and it's hard for me to see without glasses. But you see how the bubble rises all the way to the top of that, where the lines are.
Yep.
Yeah. So with the lavatory, it's not so bad. With toilets, I don't want to make it real steep, because the solid material gets stuck behind and the water just washes away.
Right, that poop doesn't get moved down.
That's why when you flush a toilet, it keeps running as it's filling. It doesn't just fill the tank, it runs water down the overflow because it's trying to chase the turds down the thing.
Right.
So it may be 1.6 gallon per flush, but it's really way more than that because the fill valve keeps pumping water down the flush is 1.6,
right,
but the fill valve keeps pushing more water to chase the turds down the line.
Gotcha.
So
makes sense.
They
yeah, don't want your poop getting stuck.
On toilet fill valves, they have a water saver tube now that's got a little valve that you can shunt it back so it sprays some water, but it doesn't run full. Because you could blow a gallon of water, you know, every flush.
Yeah.
Every single flush. So.
Cool.
So we like to put those little water saver valves on. They don't cost much.
Yeah, it's
some of the rebuild
helpful.
kits come with them now because those Fluid Master fill valves waste a buttload of water.
Right, exactly.
You turn them things on, that 1/4-inch tube is going under full pressure. I guarantee that's a couple gallons of water.
At least.
You know, for the 3-4 minutes that it takes to fill your toilet.
Exactly.
So.
Yeah.
All right. So
once you get all of the underground done, then pea gravel, bury it, kind of check as you're burying, right, just so nothing gets moved around too much, and then
well, nothing's gonna move much. I mean, you know, check the trap here, check this. It shouldn't move much. This is gonna be held in place by the wall,
right?
Vent. So what we worry about is these vent lines getting moved. Because they're easy to, it's easy to miss the 2x4 wall.
Right.
But that ain't going nowhere. This ain't going nowhere. So as long as you just double check the trap after they fill in with pea gravel, we'll be all right.
Yeah. Cool.
Okay.
All right, guys, that's going to do it for the underground plumbing portion of How to Finish a Basement and the How to Build series. I'd like to thank Michael Stevens of Sweet Loo Plumbing and Heating for his tips and tricks and his insight on how to get underground plumbing dialed in as far as how we do it. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button and the bell for future notifications of videos coming out. Hit that like button, leave your comments. All of that really, really helps me. It spreads out the content to other people and gets the word out on everything that we're doing, and keep, stay tuned because we're actually getting closer and closer to getting that shipping container construction moving and the alternative construction dialed in. So make sure you keep following us on that. Follow me on Instagram. All the stuff is in the link below in the description. Michael Stevens' Instagram handle will be left in the description as well. Appreciate it. And if you have any questions, comments, feel free to drop us a line as well. Make sure you guys check out the other videos that are up here. Keep following along on the How to Finish a Basement series. More videos on how to build. And we'll catch you guys on the next